And today we're going to talk about sections, the third quarter to the end of the book, in the crossover by Clement Alexander. And so this is a Newbery Medal winning book, so that means it's one of the best books. And then it's also won the Coretta Scott King Award. And so yeah, I hope that you really enjoyed this amazing book. We've already read and reviewed half of it, so I hope that you like that half. And right now we're just gonna finish everything. So yeah, let's just start. Okay, now we're gonna start from the third quarter. Okay, let's start. Okay, so do you think that the tension between JB and Josh, like, it's gonna grow, right? And do you think they're gonna be best buddies with each other or not? And what do you think that Josh's punishment is going to be? Right? Okay, but anyway, so do you think that Josh did this on purpose? I mean, well, of course. Or do you think on purpose, he had already planned that he was gonna do this? Or do you think that just at that moment the instinct just kicked in and he just threw the ball at JB's nose? What do you think? Do you think that Josh, it's all Josh's fault here, or do you think that Josh didn't really mean anything, so it wasn't his fault? And so do you think that Josh needs to learn how to control his anger also, or do you think that's just a one-time thing that isn't gonna keep on happening over and over again? Okay, so we learned that Josh is suspended from the team, right? To you, how would that be? What's another? We know how Josh loves basketball and his team, right? And I just realized that I'm wearing this shirt. There's a spare, and he has a basketball. I didn't even notice, and I was like, whoa, it's a coincidence. Yeah, I didn't notice that until I looked at myself from the camera. Okay, but anyway, so again, let's get to the part where Josh was suspended from the team. He suspended from the team, what's that to you? We know how much Josh loves the team and playing basketball. What would it be to you? What punishment? So, do you think that Josh is churlish or not? And can you think of a sentence that has churlish in it? And do you think that you are churlish? Just think about all your actions. Do you think that you are churlish? No, I'm not that churlish. Yeah, I don't think that I'm churlish. Okay, but anyway, so Josh sort of admits that he is a little churlish, right? And I think I can come up with a sentence for it. It could be this. Let's say that there's some other me, okay? There's some other me, not the real me. Okay, so what about this? I was churlish when I broke into my sister's piggy bank. And so now, yeah, it wasn't me, because first of all, I would never break into a piggy bank. And number two, I don't even have a sister, so yeah. Okay, but anyway, so, do you think that JB is going to ever forgive Josh? And also, do you think that when do you think that the suspension from the team is going to end anyway? Okay, but anyway, so another thing is about basketball rule number 7, okay? And it's this: rebounding is the art of anticipating, of always being prepared to grab it, but you can't drop the ball. What do you think that this means? Maybe it means like you have to be ready, but like at the moment when you're just like, so surprised you can just drop the ball, then someone else will get it, right? So you have to be strong and prepared. Okay, but anyway, so now so another thing I wanted to talk about was I wonder where it is. Actually, yeah, I'll see if I can find it. But anyway, let's go to the nosebleed section, okay? Which is right here. Next chapter is called that. Why is it called the nosebleed section? Why do you think so? Right? So now, JB, he's really angry with Josh and all that, right? Like, do you think that the smoke is actually gonna clear away, or do you think it's just gonna stay for the rest of their lives? What do you think? Okay, but anyway, we see how good JB is also, right? And, well, okay, but anyway, but still in the end, kerplunk, and it went down, right? Not into the hoop. So, do you think that that was actually a foul? Because like Dad says this, he says flagrant foul, ref, and he tackled JB. This ain't football, things like that, right? So do you think that so who do you think do you think that it was JB like who did it wrong, or do you think that it was the other person? And do you think that it was a foul just from thinking about it? I don't think that it was a foul. But anyway, so suddenly the thing is there's some like blood spurting from Dad's nose, right? And so, were you surprised about all this blood spurting? And have you ever had that, like, when you've not, but if you haven't smashed your nose somewhere, like, have you ever had blood come out? Well, at times my nose bleeds a little, but not that much. Like, if I'm lucky, 2 months will go by and no nosebleed. Maybe 3 months at times. Okay, another thing is, JB says this. Tell him that I saw the look in his eyes and it wasn't a mistake, right? After Mom says to JB, your brother has apologized profusely for his mistake. JB says look at his eyes when he was doing and how do you think that Josh's eyes were when he just threw it? Okay, but anyway, I wanted to go back to the blood in Dad's nose. Do you think that if Dad doesn't go to the hospital that day, do you think that something even worse will happen to him? And since we've read the book, we know what's going to happen. But still, I like to pretend we haven't read the book. Okay, but anyway, do you think that you could go without speaking to someone for 5 days? Because that's exactly what JB did. Were you surprised when Josh Filthy McNasty Bell, Josh was the Daily News's most valuable player? And why do you think that JB didn't get that? And if you have been JB, would you have liked that? I would have been like, what? I mean, I would be a little annoyed. Yeah, pretty ticked off about that. But still, I could be the second most valuable player. Okay, but anyway, so the thing is, Miss Sweet Tea says this. You're mean, Josh. I don't know why they gave you that award after what you did to Jordan. Jerk. Do you think that Josh deserved this scolding? And do you think that Josh really is a jerk? What do you think? So do you think that what I wanted to talk about was, they're going to invite the quote, the girl who stole JB, unquote. Do you think that Miss Sweet Tea, have you ever thought of her as stealing JB? And do you think that she actually did in a way? Like, yeah, I think so, right? So when Miss Sweet Tea comes, like, how do you think that it's gonna be? I mean, like, it's not gonna be, I don't think that Jordan is gonna like it, at least that much. After that, Josh writes a letter and says, Dear Jordan, without you I am empty. The goal with no net. Seems my life was broken, shattered like puzzle pieces on the court. I can no longer fit. Can you help me heal? Run with me, slash with me like we used to? Like two stars stealing sun, like two brothers burning up together? P.S. I'm sorry, right? So, like, do you think that was a very good apology letter? I would forgive Josh immediately after that. So, do you think that JB is sort of beginning to like, do you think that he's sort of beginning to soften up to Josh? What do you think? Do you think that Miss Sweet Tea is softening up to Josh though? I don't think anytime soon. So, okay, so now, do you think that Josh wants a girlfriend here? And we're surprised when even Bondi had one or not. What do you think? What do you think about that? And then Dad is like, he had thrown up, right? And so after this, like, what other thing might happen to Dad because of everything? And, have you ever thrown up? I mean, I'm pretty sure that you have. And if you have, like, what was it about? Well, I almost threw up on a boat. And then one time when we were, like, going, there was this mountain path. But the thing was, mountain paths, they go this way and that. I got really car sick. And then, like, and it was also, like, a really bumpy road. Like, 99% of the time, like, it was like this. It was like this all the way. And I got car sick and I was about to throw up. And like even the throw up was coming out. But the thing was like at my throat, it stopped and it just wouldn't come out. But I was about to throw up. After that though, I've thrown up when I was really sick. Yeah, I've thrown up a lot when I was sick in the bed at one point, like because I was still like, And maybe Dad's sick and he's throwing up. Not good, right? So, do you think that Mom is right now really, really panicked about everything? And if you have been, Josh's mom, or the wife to the man, like, would you be panicked? Like, how would you feel about everything? I would force him. And if, like, maybe if I have to even physically, even though I wouldn't be that strong, I would force him, go to a doctor, get surgery if you want it. No buts, no ifs, and no ands. Do you think that Mom, like, who's winning right now? Mom or Dad, And do you think that Dad's losing, or do you think that Mom's losing about their argument? Mom wants Dad to really go and check everything out. Maybe if he needs surgery or like medication or something, he should get it. Dad's like, nah, I don't need anything like that. Who do you think is right and who do you think is winning? I mean, I don't think that nobody's winning, but for right now, Dad's really getting his way, and yeah, I think so. Do you think that Miss Bittersweet or Miss Bittersweetie, do you think that's a better name for Miss Sweet Tea? I think that's a really good name for the girl who stole Josh's brother. So another thing is, JB, he looks at Josh for like a 1 second, and he just has sort of like a smile, right? And yeah, now do you think that is sort of really beginning to soften up? And by the end of the book, do you think that they're gonna, like, their terms together is gonna be okay? I think so. Okay, but anyway, so do you think that like Josh trying to pry JB off, off Miss Bitter Tea is going to help when we learn that her sister goes to Duke. Like, that was a huge coincidence, right? I mean, that's a really big coincidence, right? And, were you surprised about that? Or did you sort of expect something? Or are you the kind of person who are never surprised by that? What do you think? So, do you think that maybe Josh is going to get onto the team again soon enough so he can play? Or do you think that his mother is going to be a little cruel and not let him go? What do you think? Now, for right now, do you think that the Wildcats are going to lose the whole game or not? What do you think? Do you think that, Dad wanted to go outside, right? Do you think that he was actually feeling okay and he just wanted some air? Or do you think that is something much more serious? Probably much more serious, right? The thing is, they win again, right? And do you think that they're actually going to get the championship cup? I think so. So, JB even says thanks after this, right? And now, I'm pretty sure that they're going to be on amazing terms by the end, right? And so, since they're on such amazing terms, how soon do you think it's going to be until they make up? All the way to the end of the book, or soon enough? What do you think? Possibly soon enough. We've all read the book. Do you think that, Coach right here, Coach says that they need to just squash the beef and be together, right? And do you think that it's actually going to work out that way? And, do you think that fights can actually, separate people for the rest of their lives? But how do you think that Filthy's going to do this? How do you think that he's going to fix this between them? How? Do you think that, do you think that books are a very good Christmas present? Do you think that, what do you think that JB's gonna get? And what do you think that Josh is gonna get? And if you had been Josh or JB, what would you have gotten? Me? I would have gotten this basket, I would have gotten I would have gotten the Apple laptop that just came out, a new kind. I wanted that one. Or maybe the flip phone, that would be fun. Do you think that you need 2 showers every day or 1? 1 is plenty. I mean 2, you're sort of wasting water. 1, you can get all clean, everything's clean, and yeah, I'm just touching my hair. I don't know why, but everything is clean here, everything, and so 2 showers, you're sort of wasting water. But you might at times be anxious too, and maybe you are going to do the same thing. I don't know. Okay, but anyway, now basketball rule number 8 is this. Sometimes you have to lean back a little and fade away to get the best shot. What do you think that this has associated with life? And what do you think it means? Well, at times you just need to fade back a little, go back to do the right thing or do the best thing, or the best shot in basketball. Okay, but anyway, I just wanted to say about the basketball, there actually is Kwame Alexander, this amazing author. He made the book called The Playbook. 52 rules to aim, shoot, and score in this game called life. So it's basically the basketball rules here about life and about basketball. Yes, all about basketball, but also about life. I think it's sort of like that. I have never read the playbook, but I'm immediately planning on that. And also check out Rebound and Book, some other books that Kwame Alexander made. Okay, so let's go back. Now, they were all just doing really good, right? But anyway, the chapter ends when we get to the court. That chapter ends this. But then, and now, what did you think was gonna happen here? my prediction was correct. Dad. Oh man, right? Dad, just passes out cold, right? Like his eyes roll and like he grabs his chest, right? And did you actually think that he was gonna be okay? Because even the pulse was gone and like, did you think that this was gonna be the end of him or not? I actually thought that he was gonna die. Oh man. When I read the book, I was like, what? And I was like terrified about this. Yeah. Luckily, like nothing, he survives right now. Why do you think that Josh is a little mean about everything? And would you be the same? I'll be the same because I'll be so, scared and mad. So do you think that, if you had been Josh, how would you have felt about everything? And you can use a few words to describe how you felt or a simile, okay? And I'm going to use a simile. It will be like this. I felt as if someone had just taken away one of the most important things in my life, which someone almost did, right? Half did. Okay. Now, myocardial infarction, that's what Dad has, and it's this. Occurs when blood flow to an area of the heart is blocked for a long enough time that part of the heart muscle is damaged or dies. Like, have you ever thought of the heart, like part of the heart dying before? I have never. And if Dad had earlier treatment, do you think that he would actually have been okay? Probably so. So do you think that he should have just gone ahead and done this treatment? Yeah, he should have, right? Did you know what this word meant anyway? I'm not gonna say, repeat it over again, but yeah. Did you know this word? I did not. So, do you think that Dad chose to jump ship and do you really blame Dad for just not really taking the treatments? Or what do you think? Do you think that Dad is actually hearing what Josh is saying to him? This is the list of why he is angry. This is a lot, right? Like, at one point, when you're the most angry, how many do you have? The time when you're most angry, how many angers do you have? Because he has, let's count, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew! 20! Yes, 20, right? Wow. At max, I only have 2 or 3. 3 or 4. So yeah. And then finally on Christmas Eve, Dad wakes up and he actually says to Filthy this. Filthy, I didn't jump ship. And so I have a question. Do you think that Dad actually heard this, or do you think that Filthy, do you think that Dad actually heard this, or do you think it was just a coincidence? Dad probably heard it, right? Were you actually surprised or not? I was really surprised. But anyway, so do you think that Christmas itself is actually going to be a good Christmas for once? And do you think that Dad's going to be okay and not die? Hopefully so, right? Now, so do you think that, with all the partying and stuff, do you think that do you think that Josh just should be happy for once or not? Do you think that JB and Josh, after what Dad said to them, do you think they're fully going to make up? I'm pretty sure, right? Now suddenly they're asking each other so many questions, right? Whose questions do you think are more serious? Because one of Dad's questions is this: you still think I should write a book? And then one of Josh's questions is this: are you going to die? Who do you think is more serious here? And do you think that I'm just gonna call him the man because I like the man. Do you think that the man is actually going to die? And do you think that he's afraid that he's gonna die or not? Because he might not die. Now, still, he's all alone at times, right? So do you think that JB actually really 100% forgave him right now? Not yet. Okay, now basketball rule number 9 is this. When the game is on the line, don't fear. Grab the ball, take it to the hoop, right? So what do you think this means? Like maybe when everything is so serious, then just do what you have to do and win, right? So can you think of any example in your life when you've had to do this? Anyway, so Dad, another attack, right? And did you think that this one was actually going to be fatal? Now, do you think that Dad is actually going to survive this? Like the heart attack, right? Like this attack. Do you think that you would be able to survive a heart attack? I don't think so. So the thing is, you know, Josh just really makes it, you know, swish, game over. And he's really just done it, you know? He's just been amazing, and he's done it. Did you think that Josh was gonna lose here? But why didn't that, the author here, amazing Kwame Alexander, why do you think that he made it so that, you know, Josh actually won? Maybe it's because, like, you know, Josh was wanting to win. Like, he was really sad, and for once he just needed to just win, throw the ball and win, right? So one thing I wanted to talk about was, Dad, you know, and do you think that you would even be able to focus on basketball if your dad had just another heart attack? I would have just sat on the bench. I'd be so scared. But anyway, now we're gonna go to overtime, and sadly, we're getting to the end of the book. Aww. Well, at least we did have fun, you know? Charlie Chuck the Man Bell died. Wow, he died. And I don't know why I said wow. I was like just so surprised. Wow. I mean, I thought that something different was gonna happen, but were you surprised when Chuck the Man Bell died? I almost had a heart attack myself. I was like, what? I was like that. Now, do you think that, you know, Bell, he was only 39 when he died. Like, when do you think that he should have lived up to? At least 100. Well, I think that in my opinion, he should have lived up to at least about 85 years old. I know that's very specific, 85 years old. And then after that, if he passes away, then it'll be okay because he's loved a lot more. He's had much more fun. But like, I want him to live all the way to 100. Like some people have, but you know, like I can't hope for too much. If your parent had died or your guardian, then how would you feel about that? Do you think that you know, Josh is going to overcome from this shock? I would have like almost such a hard time overcoming this, right? And now there's basketball rule number 10 is this. A loss is inevitable, like snow in the winter. True champions learn to dance through the storm. So how do you think that this is related to what's going on here? And how do you think that's related to life? And how do you think it's going to help you? Well, first of all, Josh just had like a big loss. JB and Mom, they all had, right? And the life is, you know, I mean, in life there's so many challenges. In basketball there's challenges, but also in life there's so many challenges. You know, like someone might die, or your house might burn down. Something really bad might happen. But if you're strong and you know that you can do it, you can just dance through it. You don't have to be like, oh no. And you know, like at times you do. Like sometimes you do need to cry, but like you have to face it. You need to punch it, you know, like a boxer. Do you think that Josh here, right? When he does like he begins to do free throws, how How many free throws do you think that you could do? Dad made 50, right? Do you think that you could do 19 free throws in a row? I don't know. Free throws, 19. I can barely do 3. So no, I couldn't. Even though once I did a lot. Like, I think I did 9 in a row. 3 in a row or something. I'm not very sure. But anyway, do you think that Josh is actually going to get the 50th shot? And by the end, by the last page, have Josh and Jordan really made up, JB? They have, right? And how do you think do you think that it was a great ending when the ending was this? The last sentence was this. I watched the ball leave his hands like a bird up high, skating the sky, crossing over us. We're done. Wow. Why did that crossing over us, that was the last. Why didn't he put that, this author? Crossover, crossing over, means different things than others, but still, I really like the wordplay here. And so I really just like this. When it ended, how did you feel? I felt really emotional. So yeah, you must have felt some emotion. I was really happy and also really sad. I almost needed a piece of Kleenex. And then, so yeah, I was pretty sad about some things and happy about other things. But you can't always have all the happy results. Well, at times you can't. At one point, one day was completely happy, So I had fun in the morning. I just didn't, it was a Saturday. And I just relaxed in the morning. And then after that, I went to my friend's house and we just played so much and we were about to come back, but then we could also go and play in this amazing park and then even watch a movie, but it was going to be all the way to 9 o'clock. But we did that and I watched the Spider-Man movie that just came out in 2021, 2022, I'm pretty sure in 2022, I'm not very sure. I watched that one, it was amazing and I just really had an amazing time. Everything was good then. So at times you can have everything good. Oh yeah, I sprained my ankle. So not everything is good. But still, at times everything is good, other days. Okay, but anyway, I hope that you really enjoyed the crossover with me. This amazing book, one of my all-time favorite books, on my top 10 list to read when you are my age, which is 9. I really hope that you just enjoyed this amazing, emotional, just phenomenal book. A few last questions and then we're gonna have to go. So now, first, what was your favorite character? Okay, mine was, I can't choose. You can do multiple of them. Even if technically there should be one, but you can do multiple of them, or And then, what's your least favorite character? Miss Bittersweet Tea. Even though she's a bad person, I think that she's the baddest person in the book. At times. So another thing I wanted to talk about was about favorite parts. What was your favorite part in this half of the book? In mine, I don't know, I can't choose. I always love all of them. So you can do multiple favorite parts or just the whole book. What about the whole book in general? What was your favorite part then? Well, I can't choose. You know me, I can't choose. All of the book was phenomenal and amazing. Okay, now, so, how did you like the book? I just wanted to ask you that. I'm pretty sure that you just love the book. It's a fantastic, amazing, heart-grasping, it's just an amazing book. I loved this book. Okay, now, last question about predictions. So now, you can ask yourself some prediction questions, but I'm going to just ask you 2 or 3. 1, what do you think that Jordan and JB and Josh are going to be when they grow up? Do you think that JB and Josh, like, do you think they're gonna become, everything is gonna become normal between them? And 3, do you think that Josh is ever gonna have a girlfriend? Okay, and then, oh yeah, I actually have 4. Do you think that things are gonna go back to normal, like everything in general, not just the relationships, but everything? Do you think it's gonna become okay? And do you think that Josh is gonna go to Duke? That's question number 5. Yeah, about 5. Yeah, question number 5. Now, yeah, we're officially finished with everything. So, hope that you love this amazing, incredible, fantastic, phenomenal book, and have a great rest of your day or night, and keep reading because it's awesome and makes you smarter, and just have an amazing rest of your life. I know that you were surprised by that. I know that. Have a great rest of your life, okay? Even if there are some challenges, think of remember, look back to the basketball rules, what they are, and they can sort of help you in life, okay? Okay, now check out all the other books by this amazing author, Kwame Alexander, and have a great rest of your life.